schön, dass Sie waren. Was sind wir denn? Lass locker.
Okay, so I think I will break the ice. First of all, we here are trainees from the GraduatE.ON program, and we heard out some days ago that you were a trainee just like us in a program at the start of your career at E.ON.
That's true.
And we are very, very interested to know how was then? How was you like a trainee?
Me like a trainee, yeah. It's true, I started as a trainee. It was one of the reasons actually why I've chosen the company. It was not the main reason, but one reason, because I thought starting as a trainee is a very intelligent approach, let's say. It depends a little bit of what you want to be later. If you want to be a generalist or targeting for management, it's maybe something different than if you want to be the utmost expert in engineering a new engine for a car or something like this. But if you go for management, I think it's really a good thing to do, because it gives you the opportunity to see different parts of the organization. And what can it be better for starting an organization if you know not only your department but also another one, and that's why I have chosen a trainee program.
Thank you.
We were thinking about what would be your advice for a young trainee when it comes to professional development?
Try to do good work. That's the very beginning of everything, and otherwise, be authentic. So don't read any management book in the very start. Later on, maybe, but in the beginning, it just spoils your idea. Be authentic, be yourself, and I think everything comes with, if you try to do a good work and you manage to bring first results and you show that you have a good approach, the rest is coming by itself. So be authentic. Don't try to be already almost the manager in the first days. In the beginning, you need to be aware that you need to learn something, but don't forget to take the right point in time when you need to show also initiative. Not in the first days, maybe so much, but already after a certain while also to show that you can contribute something. But before talking about theory, just start with working with your colleagues, trying to have good relationships, and that's the best start you can have.
We were wondering what would be the top 3 advices for the youth who start their career at E.ON.
Be authentic, try to do a good work, and try to have good and stable relationships to the colleagues. I think that's the basic to start with. And stay curious. I think that's also maybe an advice. As I said, depends a little bit on what you want to do in your longer term career. But if your idea is to one day become a manager, it is very good to not to only know the things about your department, but also to know the content and the context. And therefore, I think it's very good to stay always curious. I try to be curious even today after 22 years in the company, and I still learn a lot each day. One part is Romanian language, but I also business things.
What does E.ON do for the employees to keep them motivated?
A lot. I think here's the truth from both. So don't always ask what is E.ON doing for you, but also ask what you can do for E.ON. But on the other hand, I think everybody needs to have something good in the relationship. I think our company needs to try to do something good for the population and for the customers, but on the other hand, it needs to be a healthy company in order to be able to do something good for the customers. And a healthy company means that we have also happy employees, at least in general happy. Maybe sometimes it's good not to be too happy with how it works, because then starts thinking how to improve things. But I think a big group like E.ON can offer many possibilities. First, because it's an international group, so there's know-how, like for instance in this moment regarding hydrogen, just to take one example. Yeah, we already have developed, we are a bit more advanced in developing know-how on hydrogen in Germany than we are here. We can use this as an opportunity to learn and to build up our own know-how here. Maybe it is also one day a possibility to go for a certain point in time to go abroad, because a big group always is living from exchanging experiences, because some things are very good here, some things are very good in other regions, so I think that's an advantage too. Yeah, and last but not least, if it's a healthy company, always there also will be many opportunities, also just within our E.ON Romania context for further development and career. We have so many challenges around, so many opportunities. So we are building the energy grid for the future. We are in the midst of the energy transition. So what we did 20 years ago is not necessarily the same thing we are going to do in 20 years. And therefore, we need to reinvent ourselves always a little bit. And therefore there are always going to be new projects and where you can prove yourself and to yourself and also prove to the company. And my experience is if someone is doing a good job, he will be rewarded. Maybe not as soon as he wants. Sometimes that happens that you think I should be rewarded already this year. But if you really do good work on the long or medium term, it will be rewarded. So that's my experience.
Thank you.